And then you have this amazing sacred job that is in your hands. Automatically वो jihad के ज़ुमरे में चला जाता है. I will speak this in Urdu because it's a jihad. What I tell them is just change your niyat. Don't consider it as a job. नीयत में रख लें कि आप जिहाद कर रहे हैं. तो can anybody prove me wrong? No. So आपको you have the monetary benefit as well, but then you have the divine benefit as well. And then they need to realize, because this is our existence, question of our existence. We have to be good at what we are and what we do and what we have to do. If you're not good, then existence of Pakistan is at stake. So there is no second thought about it. I am AVM Zubair Hassan Khan. I am the Air Officer commanding of this academy. This is a new concept. The responsibilities are very similar to the responsibilities of the AOC at Rasalpur. I have to look after the training of the entire airmen, which is actually the backbone of Pakistan Airforce.
Development of human resource is an absolute necessity for any progressive and high-tech Air Force. It was in the backdrop that the establishment of PAF Airmen Academy at Korangi Creek was visualized. The rich history of this academy dates back to 1923, when the Royal Air Force established RAF station at Korangi Creek. The primary role of this beach station on the outskirts of Karachi was to provide embarkation and disembarkation facilities to RAF and other British personnel arriving by civil or military aircrafts. Lord Mountbatten, while commanding Southeast Asia Command during World War II, also visited this station at Korangi Creek. After independence, the station continued to be commanded and manned by RAF personnel till 1949. In December 1949, Wing Commander A.R.K. Malik became the first Royal Pakistan Air Force Station Commander. Same year, it was decided to make Korangi a technical training base for officers and airmen of the Royal Pakistan Air Force. April 1951 witnessed the inception of first technical school at this station, named as School of Aeronautics, SOA. SOA has the unique distinction of being inaugurated by the first Prime Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Liaquat Ali Khan. SOA soon established its reputation in the PAF and abroad, and many foreign countries started sending their aero technicians for basic training. In 1963, the School of Electronics SOE was shifted from Malir to Korangi Creek to become the sister institution of SOA. The peculiar nature of sea survival training for PAF pilots encouraged PAF to establish its own sea survival school in 1987 at PAF base Korangi Creek. Earlier, Pakistan Navy was the only service which provided sea survival training to the service personnel. A military training wing, MTW, was also established at Korangi in 2007 to inculcate exemplary discipline, high self-esteem, and inter-trade harmony in the trainees. 2016 witnessed the birth of Aviation Maintenance Training College, AMTC, at PAF base Korangi Creek to match pace with the modern aviation maintenance techniques. Historic decision of elevating PAF base Korangi Creek to the special status of PAF Airmen Academy, PAAK, was taken on 15th of April 2019. The idea was to revamp the existing airman training model and align it with the officers training model adopted at PAF Academy, Asghar Khan, Rasalpur. In line with the decision, multiple schools were shifted to PAAK from different cities of Pakistan. Established in 1992 as an independent institute, School of Logistics came into the force of PAAK in 2019. Admin Trade Training School, ATTS, School of Accounting and Finance, and School of Information Technology followed suit in 2019 and 2020, respectively.
It is different because this is something new. Entire world, if you go and see the training of the airmen, it's not combined, it's not at one place. Same was the case in Pakistan Airforce, that it was not at one place. 4 different cities were doing the training of the airmen. We were having some problems because the contemporary environment requires that all airmen must train together so that they have that kind of comradeship which is there. The strength has also increased, the complexity of the Air Force has increased, the technology has advanced. So what we want is that all the trades of all airmen must be at par. There are 2 commandants here. One is looking after the technical training, one is looking after the non-technical training, and along with the non-technical training, he is also looking after the base functions of academy like administration and support and security and all that.
I am Air Commodore Wasim, Commandant Combat Support, PAF Airmen Academy. By profession, I am a fighter pilot. I have commanded a fighter squadron and a fighter wing as well. I am Combat Support since July 2021. As far as my roles and tasks are concerned here at Academy, primarily I look after the Airmen Academy under the command of Air Officer Commanding. I look after the administration issues. I also am responsible for support elements of the Academy, and most importantly, I look after the security of the Airmen Academy. In addition to all this, I have 2 schools under my command, which are non-technical combat support trade schools, that is ATTS, Admin Trade Training School, and SAF, which is School of Accounts and Finance. Plus, I have SSS, that is Sea Survival School, under my command.
I am Air Commodore Muhammad Awais Akram, and I am looking after as Commandant Technical for all the technical training imparted to the airmen in this academy. And I have a number of schools under me which primarily discharge academic education of aeronautics, electronics, logistics, information technology, and then I have a college also over here under me which is primarily responsible for training the trainers. That is the Aviation Maintenance Training College.
PAF Airmen Academy at Korangi Creek was established to revamp the old airmen training model to make it on par with officers training model in PAF Academy, Asghar Khan, Rasalpur. The idea was to centralize the airmen training by bringing scattered training setups together at one location to facilitate a self-sufficient and complete training environment for the aero apprentices.
We have around 5,000 trainees available at the academy, and around, I would say, 70% of these constitutes to 2 major schools which are under my area of domain. They are School of Aeronautics and School of Electronics. As regards to the School of Logistics and School of Information Technology are concerned, it was the vision of our air staff to have all the schools, basic schools, to be brought at a central location, which is the Airmen Academy at Korangi Creek. So School of Logistics has a special feature that it is not only imparting basic training to the trainees, but it is also imparting training to the officers who are doing 3 years academic course at PAF Academy Asghar Khan, and the in-service officers are also coming to Korangi for mid-level and advanced level courses which are very important for their career progression. School of Aeronautics and Electronics are primarily discharging B1 and B2 scheme of academic diplomas. These are primarily the syllabus that is being imparted all over the world in leading air forces. B1 is for the School of Aeronautics and B2 stream is for the School of Electronics. And it has state-of-the-art contemporary syllabi which are being taught to our trainees so as to bring them at par with the with the leading air forces training institutions.
Next generation training program. Again, it's something very dynamic, very fluid, very adaptive. We've realized that first of all, the focus should be on the trainer. Then comes the trainee, then comes the curriculum, so on and so forth. So we lay the focus accordingly. We train the trainer first to be the best.
There is a certain criteria that has been approved by air staff that what should a trainer have with respect to his academic credentials. So all those fulfilling those academic credentials, they are shortlisted by our Airmen Selection Branch, which is at Peshawar and here at Quarters Personnel Branch. And once they are shortlisted, they are subjected to a very vigorous online interview by a panel, as I earlier told, headed by me, by Air Headquarter team, our trainers, our instructors, our head of departments. And once they pass through that legitimate level of acceptance, only they are selected as trainers.
So there are three things which actually work in synergy as far as the training is concerned, so that the end product is something which is, I would say, in training uniform. So uniform kind of training, military training is given. Yes, the academic training for the technical and non-technical is different, but as far as the military training, the grooming, the discipline, the leadership that we were talking about, that is uniform, that is similar. So, and also earlier there was a problem that these trainees, these children, they used to pass out, they used to even go through the whole service without knowing each other. One person never knew another person until and unless they worked on some base. But now, as their training is combined under one roof, they all know each other. There is a spirit of co-mateship, comradeship. That has helped a lot. And that is exactly what we were lacking, and now that is being completed at Korangi.
If you talk of our trainees, they come from multiple backgrounds, and most of them are from very, very humble backgrounds. But once these trainees come, it is a mutual exchange of professional interests. It is a mutual exchange of the professional and personal caliber. We learn from each other. Our trainees have a positive pressure on their mind that they are representatives of Pakistan Air Force. So they have to conduct in a way so that the foreigner students are not only they feel relaxed, but they also talk good about of our trainees, our training setup once they go back.
We are here to train them to be good soldiers, to be good humans, to be good technicians.
So every training who is coming here, he has the potential to perform well. Our endeavor is to polish that potential, to guide that potential in a right direction, so that we can extract the maximum capability of that individual.
I'm COS Abid from entry number 1909. I'm the Academy Sergeant of PAK, and my qualification is metric, and later on I will qualify for ASA B2. I'm the Academy Sergeant of PAK, and I am responsible for all the 4 squadrons in PAK. The 4 squadrons are Minas Squadron, Rafiki Squadron, Munir Squadron, and Yunus Squadron. I'm responsible for his discipline, comradeship, his messing, sports, and all of the activities they will do in PAK. The most important thing that I will learn from this institute is discipline. I'm very proud to be a part of Pakistan Air Force, and also very proud to be a part of Pakistan Air Force Airmen Academy Korangi Creek.
Once we talk of the curriculum, we thought that our curriculum needs to be revamped with respect to the latest concepts of not only Pakistan Air Force but also contemporary air forces. So we incorporated Pakistan Air Force Essentials. We named it as PF Essentials. It was primarily encompassing human factor occurrences, how to reduce the human errors, what is the advent of flight safety, how a technician working on an aircraft or an equipment can perform in a way so that he himself doesn't become a flight safety hazard. So that is covered in the final semester of the trainees with respect to curriculum. So I would say in a nutshell, we have tremendously worked as a team on the curriculum over the last 2-3 years, and alhamdulillah now it's in a shape that we proudly stand tall in front of many air forces of the world.
Last important pillar of the NGTP is the environment. To ensure safe and competitive environment for the airmen, PAF base Korangi Creek needed improvements both technically and with respect to the infrastructure to impart quality training to the trainees. So a new master plan was prepared to assess the immediate interventions needed to improve the service delivery of infrastructure facilities with respect to the shifting of Airmen Academy at Korangi Creek, Karachi. The main objective of infrastructural development was to cater for the academic as well as the extracurricular needs of the airmen and PAF personnel. Development of facilities for recreational activities have also been made an important part of the infrastructural development to provide ambient environment to the PAF personnel. New residential blocks, entertainment facilities like water parks have been established. Non-contact sports like sailing and golf offer a safe alternative for contact sports in ongoing pandemic. An 18-hole golf course offers a unique and scenic golfing experience by the seaside. The fairways and greens offer a challenging yet mesmerizing play. Chalets also offer a unique living experience by the seaside.
You know, earlier there were only 2 schools here. That was School of Electronics and School of Aeronautics, and the strength was around 1500 trainees. But now the strength at the moment is around 4500, likely to increase to 8000. So in the old infrastructure, we were not able to accommodate those 4500, and the continued infrastructure development that is taking place. You must have gone around and seen. The ATTS building is something brand new which has come up. The accommodation for the trainees, the accommodation for the instructors, the accommodation for the officers, the sports facilities, the parade squares, so everything is actually in a phase of building, and we need that kind of an infrastructure to accommodate all airmen at one place. So it's something very natural that we need that kind of an accommodation. But as we are building, we are looking at the future. And we are building in a way that the needs which may arise in future are taken care of. There were about 127 projects that we were supposed to undertake. It increased to 135. So far we are done with about 79. Still the rest are in the pipeline. Some are under construction, some are in the contracting phase. But once this is done, then I would say the construction phase would be over. It's going to take about another 2 years. In this, you have the classrooms, college block, including the modern classrooms. You have the new parade square for the PTTS, which is coming up, accommodation for the trainees, accommodation for the instructors, accommodation for officers, new messes, sports facilities of all kind. And the new which have been included is horse riding, polo, swimming, cricket grounds. So that's kind of infrastructure which is being developed right here. And we treat all cadets, trainees at par with our trainees. So no unnecessary leverages are given. So that gives something positive, a good substance into the training. So that is where it lies. Our main focus is training. You know, in Pakistan Airforce, the moment you are inducted, your training starts. And throughout your career, you are being trained. And our training is realistic. And that is the key, that we train as per the environment. So that gives us the edge. And alhamdulillah, so far we have proved second to none.
My name is AC Shahzaid Mahmood. I am from entry number 1909. My trade is engine fitter, and I am going to pass out in June inshallah as an engine fitter. Regarding my qualification, I did FSC in 2018, and after that I have joined Pakistan Air Force. Currently, I am putting 2 years of service in Pakistan Air Force as a trainee cadet. First of all, the day begins with the morning jerk at 5 to 5:30 o'clock. After that, we go through breakfast and offer prayers, then followed by assembly at parade ground from 7 to 7:30 o'clock. After that, we are sent to the schools, to our respective schools. We spend time about 5 to 6 hours in our schools. We learn about our trades, what we are going to do in Pakistan Airforce, we are taught in a well and efficient manner. So after pack up at about 14:35, we go back to our camps, have lunch and take a rest of almost 1.5 hours, and followed by physical training. And some of the trainees come here in parade ground for physical training, and some goes to their respective sports like hockey, squash, boxing, football, etc. And after sports and physical training, all the trainees come back to their camps, get ready for the masses. After dinner, after Isha prayer, there is a prep time of 1.5 hours from 8:30 to 9:45 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, light will be off and you have to come to your bed. This is all about our routine.
Our milestone is, as per our mission, to be among the top institutions for the airmen, and we are striving for it. So far we have, alhamdulillah, achieved a lot. We have, in the technical side and non-technical side, both adopted the methods which are required in any modern air forces. EASA is one. The B1 and B2 modules that the trainees are undergoing, they are something very modern. And actually at the moment, it's a little difficult for the field to absorb it, because they are trained on the old methodology. These boys are more educated, I would say. And once they go there, it's difficult to absorb that a new boy, a new trainee is coming in who is more educated. So we are trying to fix that as well, and inshallah we will get through. But we have achieved a lot, alhamdulillah. We have been able to gather all schools other than one pre-trade training school at PAK. But once the infrastructure is complete, inshallah they will also come, and it's just a matter of a year. They will be here, inshallah. I keep giving them a lot of messages. In the entire 6 months that the final term is here, I keep interacting with them. What my message is that they need to realize who we are, what kind of environment is around us in which we are living, and what is expected out of us. And I actually tell them that you people are the privileged people. You are being fed, you are being trained, you are being educated, and then you have this amazing sacred job that is in your hands. Automatically वो jihad के ज़ुमरे में चला जाता है. I will speak this in Urdu because it's a jihad. What I tell them is just change your niyat. Don't consider it as a job. नीयत में रख लें कि आप जिहाद कर रहे हैं. तो can anybody prove me wrong? No. So आपको you have the monetary benefit as well, but then you have the divine benefit as well. And then they need to realize, because this is our existence, question of our existence. We have to be good at what we are and what we do and what we have to do. If you're not good, then existence of Pakistan is at stake. So there is no second thought about it.